This is my stories, so I'll tell you my stories. You know, remember I told you, I ain't done shit. I fell off. Shit, I was stressing over the youngsters. I had no help with me. And people always say, yeah, so I'm not tripping, it's meant to be. But one of the biggest things that I have a problem with is when the justice system doesn't live up to their responsibilities of upholding the justice though, for real. I mean, seriously. The justice system is supposed to be an honorable system that holds its honor to the utmost to a person. And that's why I bring up child support. I had a word with the child support, and my daughter was living with me. And anybody tell you I live in a homestead apartment. Why would I be paying child support for a daughter that I was taking care of? I didn't get no assistance. And me and the judge had an agreement. He said, pay that bill back you taking off. They never took me off. They started tying me to the system like her other two daughters were tied to the system. My daughter wasn't in the system. Just because it's the same woman, it's a different father. That's one reason why my life. They got my license fucked up. They got my credit motherfuckers fucked up. They done a lot of shit that I had nobody's help. Cause I didn't think about, me. I think the justice should be honorable. But then, as I get older, here I am dealing with this shit here that I had nothing to do with. I don't have no prior charge. I don't have no battery charges. They keep giving me no contact orders because I'm shitty, because people doing shit without my knowledge and saying I told them to do something and I didn't. And I think that's the justice system's fault, because they should have corrected it. When somebody opens up my mail and somebody does something in my bank account or changes something that my father does, point blank, it should be addressed. It shouldn't be for me to have to address that. It should be the government's responsibility to address that, because that's somebody saying you've done something and you have to prove them guilty of that. They never did. I told them in court, they just gonna come to me with a plea because I'm an orange. And that was injustice. Every no contact order is injustice because I ain't never did nothing to hurt, talk, or touch nobody. And then I'm tied to this. And then I was on probation. And then they want me to comply. The reason why I'm talking about it is because all of this sums up to one thing. It sums up to our government needs an overhaul, because they're doing the wrong shit and calling it justice. How is it justice when I ain't committed no crime, I ain't stole, I ain't hit, and everything got taken from me? I'm getting driving while suspended and never had a DUI, nothing. I don't even get driver. I don't even got a driver at speed and nothing, a violation. And anytime I did, I paid that bill. But they tell me to go through hoops because child support said how they gonna spend my shit and I don't owe the state any damn thing? I really don't. When I say, I mean what I say what I mean. I don't lie. You go see what the first fucking contract I made with a judge, and I kept telling them, and when I tell you something, I don't have nobody to help me in my life. I don't have finances no more because I'm taken to the bottom. Yeah, I fell down. I looked in my face. I looked at myself. Just like a lot of Americans here. But now, our government don't act like they can fall. Our state government act like they can't fall. The justice system act like they can't fall down and get back up and repent. Look at our country. Look at these politicians arguing about the dumbest shit that violates our rights. Trying to change shit to revert it back to the savage days of culture, race. Look at it though. Seriously. Look at people that don't give a fuck. Look at people looking at somebody like me talk and tell the truth in the justice system where nobody even gives a damn. Like, this thing had a malfunction. I ain't went to go fix it. Because I ain't never let it go dead. I can't help but this motherfucker. I do hard work, bang this motherfucker around. I'll be trying to, but I'm not gonna jump hoops to comply with something I ain't do nothing against. I didn't commit no crimes. This is something they want to put on me for some reason. I have no idea. Like I have a battery charge. They come to me like I don't intimidate. This woman's telling them they wrote them letters. We're not feared for their life, but they still put me on this anyway to try to smear my name and violate me and make me look stupid around the public, walking around with something around my leg like I committed a crime, embarrassing me, defamation and slander. This is embarrassing to me. That's why I don't go nowhere. I ain't took it off even though it's not on because I'm not gonna take it off. I didn't let it go dead. I put the thing on there and the motherfucker on, but it ain't for me to have to jump hoops. They say, we're suing you to get locked up. I'm going to get locked up because y'all legally detained me to a fucking device that shouldn't be on my leg, and it's an alien entity on me. But this is our country. This is our country changing law. This is our country attacking a country because they want their freedom, independence, and choices. The same way they taking their freedom, independence, and choices, they're taking ours. We have common ground, the Iranians and us, the Palestinians, the Gazas. Our country is doing the same. Our government is doing the same thing to our country by suppressing and trying to hold and control our people and let other people be above the law and do the craziest shit. And we got it all the way to the presidency. And when our presidency allows people to do the things that they're doing, our government is corrupt. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I ain't got to argue about it. It's right there in your face, and they forcing it down your throat to let these people lead you. And these judges want to lead me. Well, if don't nobody care if I get locked, I'm not about to trip on it. But I think I'll be like Martin Luther King and all the rest of them and hold my ground, though. And I'm not ashamed to say it. The cops come to, because I know I have a voice. It takes the rest of us to add our voices with me to push our power to the rest of our country and fight for what we believe in. I'm not going to be a slave to a system that's corrupt and it is injustly tearing my life down, but they don't mind giving themselves a boost when they fuck up. I've never fucked up like these politicians. I ain't never got a loan and I got shit on my credit. I got people using my identity and I have no idea who did it. I can't get shit done. I'm tired of this. I got my own stresses of living life to go ahead to not worry about a justice system that wants me to be their bitch and to be their slave and to listen to them because they told me so. And Wayne Trump, Wayne, all these motherfuckers, Wayne his sons, Wayne P. Wayne, the rest of these people locked up. They not above me. They can't beat my ass. They not smarter than me. They committed crimes I didn't. So why ain't I sitting above them? And then why are they sitting above me? And they have no dignity, integrity. They have no respect for others. And this is the leadership of our government. And the reason why I talk sometimes is because I'm you me. We Iran, Iran's us. We're getting the same treatment, and once they get their way over there, they're gonna push their way further in here. They're already trying to push their way up in here with that bullshit. And it's up to us sleeping ass Americans to wake the fuck up. God bless.